Hello everyone, this is Kerry Anderson. Hope you all doing well. In today's video, I'll be talking about 10 ways to unlock your mind power to be more successful. So if you like the video related to manifest power, I would like to request you all please do subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon or give thumbs up so that I will come up with more and more videos with lots and lots of information. So here we begin. Let's go. Now here are the 10 ways to unlock your mind power to be more successful. Our brain is a powerful part of us. It's more or less a supercomputer built within a human being. Though more complex than a supercomputer, our brain has the opportunity to unlock boundless success and growth in our lives. The kicker to this is understanding how that's all possible, and you may be surprised by what that answer might be. It's mind power. Mind power is simple, but unlocking it's a whole other issue. There are many barriers in people's when trying to unlock this potential. So to help with that, here are some tips to help you grow and begin to unlock your mind power. So what is mind power? One known fact about humans is that while our brain is incredibly powerful, people are only using a fraction of its potential. The reason we do that is due to two things. Our brain is constantly bombarded with information to keep up, and our subconscious mind, indeed, our brain is able to store vast amount of information, but our mind delegates this task to our subconscious mind. For example, all of the information we get from our senses moves to our subconscious mind. Why it does that is, again, our brain would explode if it had to review and process every detail on its own. But at the same time, how our brain currently functions is often the big barrier people face when unlocking their mind power. In essence, tapping into our subconscious mind is using our mind power and what it is. So how does your mind power work? Unlocking our mind power comes down to understanding how our subconscious mind works. Whether we are looking to be creative or successful in the areas of our lives, we are going to need the help of our subconscious mind. And to tap into that, the best way is to see our subconscious mind as a wild monkey. People have made that comparison in the past, and the argument makes sense. The wild monkey is an animal that doesn't tire easily. After all, it's rated as the backbone of our mind. It needs as much energy as possible. It also brings us random pieces of information to us. It's why we only get vital pieces of information when we need them. But the most important aspect is that our subconscious mind can bring us many opportunities for us to succeed and grow. All that we need to do for it is to have a purpose in mind. Now, the 10 ways to use your mind power. So, what can we do to get along with our wild monkey? How can we unlock our mind power and have more opportunities and growth? My theory is nurturing this wild monkey, but also looking at other tactics to grow your mindset as well. For those looking to unlock their mind power, here are some strategies I would suggest. The first one, be conscious about what you are putting in your head. The first step to unlocking your mind power is removing thoughts that have negative emotions. This means removing negative self-talk and setting aside fear. This is an important step as these break down your current belief system. While you may not be someone of faith, there are certain things you believe in. Now, what do you believe about your work? If you find it boring, your mind will believe and make you feel and act on those emotions. How about the relationship you have with your children, relatives, partners, or co-workers? Those beliefs will seep into how you treat those around you. What do you think about your life overall? That belief will influence how you look at your life. Those are examples, but they apply to other aspects of life too. So make sure that you are not harboring fear nor view that aspect or those aspects in a negative light. Next, it comes to work on desire. While our subconscious mind acts on negativity, it will also act on positivity. In particular, it feeds off conveyed desire. Again, our mind power needs to have a goal in mind, and if that goal is fueled with desire, our mind will push for that. Now it comes to we know this. We know this because we have seen this time and again. Entrepreneurs who make it big, athletes who become number one, and many other successful individuals made it due to a deep desire. And best of all, we can unlock that through some easy method. When you learn something, spend more time letting that information sink in. If it's from a training session. Extend the session for yourself and keep practicing. Set your subconscious mind to seek opportunities to use the information to achieve your goals. Don't be afraid to explore and expand your skill set in that area too. Next, it comes to have the right sources. One common blockade people run into a lack of knowledge. Often people know certain areas are problem in their lives, but don't know where to start, or maybe where they are getting their information from is not the best source. Whatever the case is, it's important we are looking for the right knowledge and to challenge it too. People settle with reading from a single book or reading an article or attending a seminar, but is that content true? Just because one person said something doesn't make it automatically true. As someone who is learning still, it's our job to take the information at face value and work it out. Now, have you run that information in your mind? Does it make sense? Does the information apply to your specific situation? Can you use it? Have you tried it? That's not to say never look for answers or reject everything, but rather weigh the information and measure it. Then it comes to the fourth part. Give yourself a drive to learn. Feeding off the previous point, your hunger for knowledge and learning should not be small, but it should not be so big that you are only learning and not applying. While it's a balancing act, this is one of the keys to unlocking your mind power. To do so, consider how you go about digesting information. Ensure that what you are reading is something you are passionate about. Not only that, but when applying that information, find reasons to get excited about it. Make sure that what you are doing inspire you. So, the 10 ways to find learning motivation even after you have graduated. Then it comes to the fifth part. Be open to change. Fear and negative self-talk are not the only roadblocks to face. Another aspect is doubt and uncertainty. Yes, the future is a mystery and we may experience failure, but change is always coming. People say they are open to the idea of change, but few take the leap when it matters. They shudder and are uncomfortable with the idea of stepping out of what's so familiar. To unlock your mind power, being open to change is necessary. After all, being more successful or more creative is a change in perspective in life too. This is not to say you need to make massive changes right this moment. Instead, start shaking that belief until you are convinced change is the answer. Focus on taking small steps instead of driving to work. You might consider biking or taking the bus. If you want to improve your relationship with your partner, start saying I love you more often and mean it. Change does not have to be a big leap. It can come in subtle and small ways that create larger ripples in our lives. Now, the sixth part, allow yourself to be creative or successful. Many people think their happiness or various goals in life. You will hear them say, I'll be happy once I'm 10 pounds lighter, or I'll be happy when I get my business off the ground. These statements are not good because we are hiding our happiness and growth on specific result. It's a terrible mindset to have because you are telling yourself that you are miserable now, and the only thing that matters is achieving these things. This creates more problems if your view of success is warped. So allow yourself right now to be happy and to believe that your life right now is good. Yes, it could be better, but remember that our mind power feeds on positive and negative energy. This in turn impact what happens around us and how we see those aspects. Now, the seventh part, don't let others' thoughts influence you. When you reach a point of success or change, people will respond to you differently. Pay attention to how people respond, and it can give you an indication for how they are doing with their lives. All of this matters because how they view specific aspect of their lives will be projected to you as well. Any fears, doubt, or negativity they have will be passed on. Remember that their own feelings and opinions in those areas don't apply to who you are now and what you are capable of doing. So next, it comes to the eighth part. Be around positive people and things. Who you surround yourself with is very important. As a rule, spend time with the Positive people. This doesn't mean people who are always saying yes, but at the very least are positive. You want people to reinforce belief that, but also challenge them too. What also helps in having other areas that provide positive reinforcement. Make sure that the things you are doing bring you joy and happiness. Have some inspirational content hanging around too. Then it comes to the ninth part. Speak of success in the present. What I mean by this is to change your manner of speaking while talking about success. Instead of saying things like, I hope today, this someday, train yourself to say, I'm working on this right now. Instead of thinking I'll be happy once I get a new job, think I can work on being happier right now with what I have in my life. Similar to what I mentioned earlier, when we associate success, creativity, or happiness into the future, it's easy for our mind to tell us that may never come. All that changes when we tell ourselves we have the means to get there right now and choose to feel happy about it now instead of later. Then it comes to 10th part, last not the least, find your resistance. Despite all those fears, doubts, and negativity, there may be other areas where we have resistance. For some of us, we try doing one thing and then suddenly stop, or maybe we procrastinate and don't bother about it. Whatever the case is, there is a reason we are doing that. So take time to figure out what that is. One way to do that is to question yourself. Why do you feel good when you push this off? How does getting what you want in life make you more vulnerable? My final thought is this. Unlocking your mind power is a matter of working with your subconscious mind. It's addressing the needs followed by giving the subconscious mind a purpose to work with you. When you have this combination, you will be able to tap into your mind power and create what it is you desire. Whether that's being more creative or a path to success, you can create anything with your mind power. That's all about the manifestation in this video. I hope you all liked it. I'll definitely come in the next video with my another content. Till then, God bless you. Take care of yourself, of near the people around you. Take care of yourself. So good. God bless you. Bye bye and take care.